we are here at the end of all things. I have just come back from the DLC. If you are watching this on YouTube in the future and you like skipped the DLC videos because you didn't want spoilers potentially, this is your warning. I have received a weapon that I got from the DLC. I'm not holding it currently to give anyone that wants the warning, but I will be using a DLC weapon, and we will obviously be talking about the DLC as we carry on in this last play session. So turn back now and watch the DLC videos if you have not already, because that's what we'll be doing. Otherwise, we're getting on to the end of all things, and it looks like people say that I might be able to finish this in an hour. I don't know if that's all true, but we're here. But we're here, and I'm glad to be here. And I know some people in chat already have been asking me about my thoughts and opinions on Bloodborne, which I will absolutely be sharing. But I'll probably be sharing my thoughts on Bloodborne like at the end of the playthrough, so it's in full. Welcome in, lovely people on YouTube. Grandma Bullets, Alexa, Michael, James, Coltree, welcome in. How's it going? Also, for the people that are watching this live, I'm very sorry I'm late. I'm late because I was in a work meeting. Womp womp. Lame. I've got all these blood echoes, but I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have anything. How many do I need to level up?
Welcome home, good hunter.
An hour and a half, sorry. An hour and a half.
I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
Channel blood
Very
echoes.
well.
I think I need like
Let me stand
40 something.
No.
Yeah, I need 7k more. Well, how can I get 7k? Because it feels, I know people say sell outfits. It feels wrong selling outfits. Is there any way else? I bet I could do it really quickly from the, I don't have any pocket echoes. Where I could do it here quickly, I think. Hi, Sujin, welcome in. Boo, work meeting, I know. Super lame. Womp womp. I hate it. Also, I might have turned the volume down. If I did, let me know if it's too quiet. Should that gambling give up right before the big stop digitized? Ignore digitized, please. So you're near the end. That's awesome. Yeah. So the last story boss I fought was McGlash. Haha. Okay. I think I only need to do this once. I think this will give me 10k. If I don't kill myself first in the process. It's nice though, we're doing this now with the weapon that has more reach. Great. Okay, back we go. Might need one more. Oh, that's right. I forgot I was complete. Oh, well, damn. I forgot I was low on blood vials. You're right. I need to go to the dungeon. Oh, thanks, CM. I'm sorry. You don't need to be in both. Sorry. What was I gonna say? I should have just gone to the dungeon and then leveled up. That's my bad. I completely forgot about that.
Very well.
Skill, please. Yummy, yummy. That's right. We defeated Lawrence with like... I think I went in with like 12 healing vials or something. Not a lot. You platinumed the game today. Well done. Ray, welcome in. Do I want to know the best base game echo farming routes? It has a weird name like... Another weird name like the Sea Dungeon? Honestly, I feel I luckily I was farming for a little bit, like at the beginning, but the dungeon just makes sense because it's like watching me farm for like the blood vial stuff. It's so boring. Like no one wants to do that. And I'm only ever do it so I only ever use the money to buy the blood vials. So yeah. I'm a farm girl after all. Hardly. Boss, can we add death? Oh yeah, sorry, my death count. I hid it because I was so shy. No, I hid it because we were we watched a trailer for what's it called again? Something Expedition 33. We watched the Expedition 33 trailer. And so I hid it for that. When I found out I didn't have access, why wouldn't you have access to the dungeon? I'm praying that Java doesn't die anymore so it can end at 2:53. Oh, is that what you predicted in Discord? Oh no. The thing that sucks though, right? Well, damn. The thing that sucks though, right, is that I've died the most to stupid shit. I'm not dying over and over again to bosses. I'm dying over and over again to, yeah, silly shit like the bagmen and gravity and fish people and running around and shit like that. Catman, hi, welcome in. Thank you, Sujin. I was talking about it earlier, but this is my 100% natural hair texture. Hey, Evebug, welcome in. How am I liking it? We are at the very end of things. Ah! That's actually dovetailed perfectly to what I want to say. We are at the very end of things, and I enjoy it to a certain extent, but it also just scares me. Everything is loud, everything is unhappy, everything is screeching and screaming, and I'm a big old scaredy cat. So I don't like that. What am I playing after this? Really good question. Welcome in, S-Cat. So we will for sure be playing Dragon Age Veilguard when that comes out on the 31st. Wait, hang on. Where do I go? We found a shortcut. No, hang on. I have so much insight. I need to spend my insight. I can't chat. I can't do it. I just can't. With the babies crying, I just can't handle it. Anyway, Dragon Age Veilguard on the 31st. I'm not sure what to play in between. I don't know what I can fit in. Would you play Bloodborne off stream? Probably not. So my general experience with Bloodborne has been, I think it's been an amazing experience, and the combat's really fun. And I was explaining this some in a previous stream, and I'll definitely explain it more in depth when we go through like the portion of the stream where we talk through like thoughts and whatnot. Artistically, it's probably one of my like favorite games from the FromSoft stuff. I think it's really interesting. The lore I think is really interesting. They've done some like really good stuff with it, but I wouldn't describe it as like a fun playthrough. Just because I feel so like anxious and on edge like the whole time when I'm playing it. And so I don't know if I'd go back to that. Then again, on the flip side, I've already played it once before, so maybe it would feel less anxiety inducing if you play through it again. I'm not sure. Sekiro, but like, how long do you think it would take for me to play Sekiro? Could start Sekiro and play it alongside, as Sekiro is not massively story heavy. I think I could do that. I kind of like, so there's part of me that kind of likes playing one game at a time. But I think Dragon Age is going to be a pretty long game. And I wouldn't mind maybe, because we could maybe make some good headway in Sekiro. Oh, the baby's still going to cry. Where was that? Was this the... shit. What was the shortcut? Does anyone remember? I'm sorry. Was it this elevator or something else? I've not played a Dragon Age game before, Nick, to be honest. So I hope it's good. It's the one inside the building. Keep going up this... Wait, is it up the stairs and inside a building? Or... Similar link to this, more or less? Okay. Anytime Sekiro is mentioned in stream, Java delays playing it. What? No, shush. That's not true, Mikey. Oh, this one. Sorry, this one right in front of the... Okay. Did I not unlock this before, I guess? You're not doing Chalice dungeons, right? Probably not. I mean, my thinking is I did one of them. Literally, like, the first one that you can do. It's like a labyrinth floor. And it was okay. It wasn't, for me, it wasn't like anything to write home about. I'd see you play through Sekiro. I'll definitely do it. Honestly, we might start that on Monday. Can't talk to her. So let's see. She's blood covered. I don't think it's necessarily a surprise that she's blood covered. She's dressed as a bride. All right, that much is clear. But she's shackled. No, she's not shackled. Those are just the collars on her. No, she is shackled. She's shackled. She's dressed as a bride. But I kind of feel... Hello, notes. I kind of feel like the blood stain around the abdomen-ish area, I feel like is meant to be more like birth symbolism? Question mark, question mark? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Treat ailing ones with care. It's a scourge of men. My bride awaits. Yeah, I hate this. Hey, Kate K? I think right now you're a better gamer than me. I'm a coward to start this game. That's not true. That doesn't make me a better gamer. And honestly, I get being apprehensive to want to start the game, for sure. But if you could definitely do it. I totally trust that you could. This is just so uncomfortable. I feel uneasy. The game consistently makes me feel uneasy, which I know is exactly the point. So, like, they've done that very well. I just don't like it. Reeks of beast. I am baby. I spent the regular character and turned it off in 5 minutes into it. That was me. Is that a pram? No mercy for infants. Yeah, I think that's a pram. They're gonna make me fight a baby? It's very pretty. Oh, I feel so unnerved. Wow, they're really gonna make me fight a not a baby. Maybe it is a baby. I don't know what the hell you are, but you've got feathers. Mergo's wet nurse. Oh, I feel very unnerved. Why are my palms so sweaty right now? And my armpits tingle. Okay. There's no head inside. I cannot figure this out. But again, kind of phallic shaped again. Phallic meets like a spider in a way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Multiples. Oh, damn. You cannot roll into that. Heal, quickly. Heal again. I'm playing this very patiently. You know what? I'll say this much then, though. There's no screaming and screeching and horror and doom and gloom like that. Back out, back out, back out. Oh my god. Let's not be crazy. I'm playing this so patiently. Damn. I fucked up. Ooh, I hate this. Oh, what? Was it supposed to be that easy? To be fair, so I'll show you what level I'm at. I'm level 83 right now. I'm not sure what level you're meant to be at when you do this fight. I did the DLC before coming here. So like the weapon I'm using is a DLC weapon. And yeah, I obviously leveled up when I was in the DLC. So like you need to do the DLC before you fight the final boss. But I think I could have fought that and then come in, so that's why it's like easier like that. First of all, Magic 8 will redeem. Will I ever travel to Java for full Javaception? Reply Hazy, try again. Will I ever travel to Java for Javaception? Ask again later. Great. But bosses are really not that challenging. Yeah. I mean, this is an endgame boss. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So my kind of feeling so far is that the bosses aren't challenging. Well, no. I've not struggled with the bosses too much, but Bloodborne rewards, for the most part, rewards like a really aggressive playstyle. Like I was playing that very, very patiently and like passively. And you maybe could have been a bit more aggressive with that and get it done faster. I don't know. So now let's see. Before we go back, we got, where am I looking? Umbilical cord. 1/3 of an umbilical cord, but I have 4 of them. I didn't think I was going to get more umbilical cords. The Great Relic, also known as the Cord of the Eye, every infant Great One has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Oh no, maybe when you defeat a Great One. No, that's not true. Yeah, why am I getting, I don't know, dude. I thought I was assembling 1 umbilical cord, but now I realize I'm not, obviously. And Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. This cord grants mensis audience with Mergo, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. Used to gain insight. This cord granted mensis audience with Mergo, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. But we didn't fight Mergo. We fought Mergo's wet nurse. So for anyone that doesn't know, a wet nurse is someone who is not the biological mother of a child, but is able to there's no other way to say it. It's someone who's like not the biological mother of the child, but they're like lactating, so they can breastfeed the child. That's like what a wet nurse is. I'm like 95% sure that's what a wet nurse is. It's not just like a nanny. It's like someone that like actually... Anyway. But that looked like a bird. And I didn't see a head. There was nothing in it. And Mergo would have been in the pram, I guess. But then who was the crying bride? And there's no other way out of here. I think it's just... Well, hang on. Am I good to go back to the Hunter's Dream, or is this going to be a problem? Can I go back to the ghost lady? Yeah, FromSoftware, you gotta have me fight a big-ass baby. You got 4 umbilical cords from these sources. 1 from killing Yosefka, 1 from the abandoned hunter's workshop, 1 after killing Ariana. Which one's Ariana? And 1 after killing the wet nurse. They all have something in common. Which one is Ariana? Yeah, after you kill the wet nurse, the baby stops crying and then it says Nightmare Slain. But if that's... That can't be the final boss. But it was also when you finish the final boss of the other one. Yeah. Go back to the crying woman. Okay, Magnets, welcome in. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? Javier, welcome in. Okay. Hey, Zero, how's it going? You got to do a Vati. Oh, yeah, for sure we will. Yeah, wet nurse breastfeeds a child that isn't their own. Yeah, cool, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Jesus. I forgot how I got up here. The lady at the church. Ariana's the red-dressed lady. And it's not her you kill. Oh, that's right. Ariana's the one in the cathedral ward. Oh, you're free. I didn't get anything. Okay. Well, at least you can stop crying or wailing or whatever. Not gonna lie, I'm disappointed they wouldn't have you fight a giant baby. True. Okay, well, Ariana, we know, gave birth to something. The wet nurse didn't give birth to this. And then I don't remember how I got the other one. This is great sound design. You can hear that you're running over skulls. It's impressive. Crying, wailing, gnashing, gnawing, biting, breaking, hacking, burning, destroyers and usurpers. Burn them. Okay, pause though. Not me literally saying burn them and I come here and this place is on fire. That was kind of crazy. Lord of the Rings quote has come and brought us here. Okay, well, what the hell's happened here?
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Very well. Let me stand.
The foot of the great tree. I just need like 9 more. Is it? I might just go to the lecture hall.
May you find your worth in the waking world.
Gehrman's been on the piss again. Gehrman came back home. Wasted. Fire in the disco. Don't go yet. Yes, wait. Before you go further, Java, you need to do something with the umbilical cords. Wait, can I not go? I eat all 3 cords, but there are 4 cords. Yeah, wait. How cool are you? Welcome in. Yeah, guy, but I told you not to smoke inside the house. True, period. Wait. I have to eat the cords right now? Thank you, Nicely Brewed. Okay, everyone's saying eat the cords right now. Okay. Thanks for the follows, everyone, by the way. Welcome in. If you guys are pulling my leg, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay, so this one... Third umbilical cord the third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckons the hunters and conceive the hunter's dream. And for real, you guys are not pulling my leg. I can eat all of them, right? For realsies. All right. If you don't eat your cord, you can't have your dessert. That'll never get old. You only need 3. All right. Every great one leaves a child used for surrogate, and Erden, the formless great one, is no different. Erden, the formless great one, is no different. To think it was corrupted blood that began this eldritch liaison. Used it. Okay. Provost Willem sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one by aligning his brain with eyes. The only choice he knew if man were to ever match their greatness. Yummy, yummy, tasty. Alright. Okay. Am I good to go back to the lecture hall now? I just wanted to get more blood echoes so I could level up again. So I was gonna go back to the place where I fought. Okay, I could do what I fancy now. Well, I hope I've sell vials. Did you eat at least 3? Yeah, I did. Now, well, now I'm scared. Do I have anything worthwhile that I can sell? No, I need like a lot. Let me go to the thing. Don't you have 1 million cold bloods? I don't think so. I think I'm all out. I'll check again, but I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I used them all. And then let's just check. Yeah, we've got only 1 umbilical cord less, which means that I ate 3 of them. Big mistake eating those. I don't know. But why did I have to do it now? I feel nervous. I feel like eating the cords has like monumentally changed things. And I should only need to do this once. You might as well eat the 4th one. Well, I was already scared of eating 3 of them. The 4th one is a memento. Oh, come on. These things are so insanely annoying for no reason. Okay, but I think we're good. Okay. He's at the foot of a great tree. I don't know where a great tree is. Hey, Frank, welcome on in. Okay. Maybe make a bracelet or a Christmas tree ornament. Yummy, yummy, umbilical cord Christmas tree ornament.
Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Go on, good hunter.
It's nice that she at least repeats that.
Very well. Let me.
40, 30, 40. Great. Okay.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
May I find my worth in the waking world? Sure. So normally he would hang out back here. I know that this is obviously not where a great tree is. No. Great Tree Altus Plateau, yeah. Wait, sweetie, we're in the wrong game. I feel anxious, chat. I feel really anxious. Where else have I seen a great tree? Oh, everything inside still works. I assumed so, because, like, what if you needed to go upgrade your stuff? Your tings. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I knew it. I can't remember what stream this was in. And don't anyone confirm or deny, please. I don't think it was in yesterday's stream. I think it was in a stream before then. Oh no, it would have to have been the first stream where I accessed the DLC. So there's a gate there that's open now. And I initially thought that the gate was closed. I was like, oh, maybe that's how you access the DLC, is through the gate. And that's why it's like, ooh, you want to go through the gate the whole time, but you can't. Because that's how you access the DLC, and well, hey. And then we found out that you access the DLC, which actually it's another cool way to access it, the tombstone that she, like, will sit by. So then I said in that stream, I was like, well, then I guess that's where you fight the final boss, is here. Which then I feel... They're really gonna have Gehrman be the final boss, which makes sense, I guess. That rat bastard. But now, okay. No, hang on. We'll talk about it afterwards, because I have questions. Maybe he's not a boss. I mean, this... Yeah, alright. Final boss is Patches, actually, though.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy.
By killing me?
You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
I guess I refuse it. Okay, everyone says refuse, refuse. Welcome in, muscle up. Welcome in. Well, yeah, I'd rather not die. I've just made it all this way. Thanks for the follows, everyone.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream?
Oh, would you look at that?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
That's a great line. Gehrman, the first hunter. Alright. You hit hard, old man. Okay, very delayed attacks. I'm out of stamina. Great music. Damn. Great combo. Ooh. Okay. Old hunter badge. The real final boss. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare to fight. Oh, it didn't absorb me. I don't want to fight this. Moon presence. All right. Ooh, do I have to do both fights in a row, I wonder? Damn. Well, I'm screwing the pooch on this one, aren't I? Oh! Damn, dude. GG's. I'm dramatic. Damn. Oh shit, okay. Nightmare slain. 1 HP in a dream, dude.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
I think that's it. Okay. We did it. That feels awesome. Thank you, Rogue Jelly, for 100 bit cheer. Thank you for the 30 bit gigantic emote. Rogue Jelly as well. Thank you, Mars Attack, for the 500 bit cheer. We did it. Wow. Okay. Someone at the beginning of the stream, I think it was like, can you please leave the deaths at 153? Sorry, 253. Because that's what you bet. And that is what we ended at. I can't believe... How long did that take? Less than an hour, and we did it. Okay. Weird. I'm like trying to process everything. I did not think that we would be done right now. No, Tony, welcome in. Also, really quickly, am I, how is the volume? Am I too quiet? Is the game too loud? Does anyone know? Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Music's a bit loud, right? I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. Let me know if that's now too loud or too quiet, rather. Is it still too loud? We're going to do a little bit more. Because for anyone that doesn't know, if this is your first time in stream, welcome on in. I'm thrilled that you're here. If this is your first time with me when I finish a game, I never skip through credits. There are so many amazing people that work on these games. They deserve to have their time on this in the sun, whatever. And I use this time to talk through my thoughts and feelings. I don't know. I'm kind of in a bit of a head twist because I just wasn't expecting to finish anything. But, okay, so this is the thing. Fighting Gehrman at the end... I feel in a bit of... Okay, fighting Gehrman at the end felt predictable. But I think it was predictable because... I think I misunderstood... I think because of a misunderstanding of mine, it was predictable. So my thing is, right... I started off... not early-ish on not trusting Gehrman, and we were making jokes. I was making jokes that he's setting up a Saw type trap for me, Saw the film, to kill me. But I think it's because the opening cutscene where someone says I've got a contract for you to start or whatever. It's a man in a wheelchair. I swear it's Gehrman in the opening cutscene that does that. But then I swear that there have been people in chat that tell me that's not Gehrman in the opening cutscene. So who is it that brings us to life in the beginning? That gives us the contract to sign, if not him? Am I supposed to know? So my thinking was, I thought it was him that got the contract for us. The guy isn't Gehrman. I don't think you ever find out who he is. Some random blood minister. You'll see him again in the end credits. Okay, let me see him again because they look similar to me. And it's almost one of those things where I want to be you guys are wrong. But I know that you guys know a hell of a lot more than I do. I've only ever seen that cutscene once, technically twice, but once. So yeah, anyway, so I thought it was Gehrman that brought us here. And so I was Gehrman's using us for some big scheme. So I expect it to be him. And I obviously, with the gate being the place where you do the final boss fight, it's interesting that they have back-to-back boss fights there. I wonder if you would have had to defeat them both. Well, actually, here's a question. Do you have to defeat Gehrman and then the moon demon? Or is it a checkpoint once you defeat Gehrman, out of curiosity? Steve from Human, yeah, exactly. Steve from accounting. Oh, it does checkpoint after Gehrman. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay. And to be fair, that moon boss, when it does that big whatever, I think it intentionally does leave you with literally 1 HP. I don't think it's ever going to be an insta-kill, but I think it will for sure. It's consistently leave you at 1 HP. So what are my thoughts about the game? It's an interesting thing. It's kind of it's hard because on the one hand I want to try and put my brain back into the spaces of what it would have been like if I played this game in 2015, where you're only used to seeing Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, which were like obviously very well received. People loved them. And then when people got the teaser for Bloodborne, they must have been like, oh my God, that's amazing. It's something so different. And to be fair, like I'm trying to think of games that released around that time. I think it would have felt thematically, like setting wise and all that, also very different to like games that were coming out around that time. So that must have been a super cool experience for everyone there. And like when I look at it now, and it'll be fun to watch the lore videos and to get a sense of things, I do think it's probably one of my favorite from like a lore standpoint. I think that they do some things that are really different, but also for me at least, like the three FromSoft Souls-like games I've played or Souls-borne games I've played are Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring. And in Elden Ring, sometimes it's such a massive game with so many interconnecting storylines and parts. It can be so, for me at least, so hard to keep on track of everything that's going on. Whereas Bloodborne is a much tighter story that they're telling. And you're like, it's a much tighter story that they're telling. You're receiving less items in this game versus like an Elden Ring. So you're more able, or like easier able to like collect all of the item, like so many items, like read the item descriptions, try and piece things together for yourself. So from a story standpoint,
all signed and sealed. Now let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
he does kind of look like Gehrman. I know it's not, but he does kind of look like him. I'm like, those are the messengers.
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Wow, there you go. We are sending you straight the fuck back. Crazy. It's so, what a beautiful way to loop that back around. You get off the table and you know exactly where you are. That's so great. That's so, so, so good. Yeah, welcome to Bloodborne again. Yeah, damn. What was I in the middle of saying though? I'm sorry. Shit, I was in the middle of saying something. Is this New Game Plus? Yeah, this is New Game Plus. Bloodborne Encore, please. No, not again. Here, yeah, shit, here we go again. I wish the walls crawled out of the pools of blood in the actual game. Yeah, like in this cutscene. So I was about to say that the guy giving you the contract, that's all the same as in... That's all the same as in the first one. The right, but then the blood, the wolf coming out of the blood like that, that's not the same. And the messengers coming up on your body, I don't think that's the same, right? It is. Oh, it is all the same. It is all the same. Okay, right. Then I guess is the wolf in the up ahead? No. Oh, that's right. Sorry, because we're waking up in the actual clinic now. Whereas this door wouldn't close off to us. Damn. Damn it, I was right in the middle of saying some shit though, guys. I'm so annoyed. Dang it. I apologize. That's fallen straight out of my head. There's some quick lore you can get if you look at the description for the ending trophy you just got on PlayStation. How do I do that? What? How? This is so stupid. How do I even do that? Rewind the tape. Yeah, exactly. You can talk to the real Yosefka. Where is she? Hey, Rady, welcome in. What's the next game? We were thinking maybe Sekiro. Definitely PS button, click over to trophies. Am I being stupid? Hang on. No, get music, voice, down sound, right, accessory. Am I being stupid? Trophies! Yes, I am being stupid. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Don't anyone type in chat. I don't want to see it. Guys, this is the thing. You don't understand. Stop. Yeah, stop. I don't look at trophies. I don't need to look at trophies like that. I don't need the serotonin brain rot boost from PlayStation like that, okay? So I just never need to look at the trophies. All trophies acquired. Hats off. I take it back. Oh no, I don't have it. God damn it. I thought I had it. I take it back. I do need the serotonin boost from it. Why am I at progress 56%? What? Why? What, Mom? Only 8% of players get that, 11%. 6%. Oh, cool. No, wait, what? Childhood's beginning. You became an infant great one, lifting humanity into its next childhood. Damn. I don't get to break the cycle. It just happens. Right? I assume I'm understanding that correctly. Oh, I did break the cycle. So what's the rarest trophy I have? That one. No, this one. No, I don't have that. Damn. Only 15% of players finish the game. Wow. Sekiro time, we're hopping right into Sekiro. No, not right now. So wait. Yeah, I'm in my trophy hunting era now. We're platinum hunters. Or do 2 playthroughs. Don't be crazy. How many hours, Lemon? Where do I get to check that? Is there like time played? Dude, I don't look for this stuff. I don't know, Mom. Loading screen of the main home screen. I don't want to go home. I want to stay in the game. Who cares how long it took me? Where is Yosefka? Oh, I don't want to do this. Is it really gonna just make me go spit back out? Well, let me go talk to the doll, I guess. Is the lantern here still lit? Where is the lantern? Reload the area? How would I even reload the area? Hey, Shitaka, welcome in. You need to do 3 playthroughs to platinum it. Got it. Okay. You got a badge for defeating Gehrman. Oh, yeah, I did. But I don't know if there was anything on there that was... Java doesn't want to do a whole lot of things. I don't even know how to reload the area. No, also, Java doesn't want to do a whole lot of things. Excuse me. The thing that I don't want to do is replay the game 3 times. That's, I think, understandable. Imagine I exit reload and then it just takes me back. Hey, nicely brewed coffee, by the way. Going home won't close it. $52 hours, it says. What are we gonna do next 3 hours of stream? Just sit here and stare at paint? No, that's a joke. God damn it! What I want to do is no frenzy. No, I can't play Until Dawn again. I'll cry. I'll cry. It's too scary, Mum. Where this shit is Yosefka? Is she back? This door doesn't open. I don't think, right? Yeah, it doesn't open. That's a quick playthrough for it to be. Thank you. You have to didn't someone just say if I reload the area, I get to speak to the real her? Or am I being silly? I swear someone said that. In this very room, you'll have to rest and come back. Like, I have to go to a lantern and come back? Is that what you're saying, Kyle? Oh, brother. Is it worth it? Someone said it's incorrect, apparently, but you've got multiple people here saying if I just rest and come back. They just wanted you to see there are 2 Yosefkas because the real one imposter pretending to be her. You already discovered that, though. Did I know it was an imposter? Oh, I do want the lantern to talk to the doll. It's not a bad idea. Time to die to the wolf. I don't know if I want to do all this. Gehrman. It kind of looks like Gehrman. No, I'm joking. I'm actually more annoyed that I keep on trying to remember what it was that I was saying. And, I can't remember. Yeah, I definitely would have forgotten. Hey, Decisive Forward, welcome in. That feels like it would be very scary. Very, very scary. Yeah, if you like Gehrman's OST, you should listen to it on YouTube. Not a bad idea. Where the... hang on. Isn't the first lantern, like, so far away? I feel like it's so far away. It's very close by. Okay, great. I take it back. I couldn't handle dying here. It's bright and sunny at least. How is that Quiet Place game, by the way? Would you look at that? More screaming. I got all these blood echoes to buy. Yeah, hi again, cleric. Oh yeah, I guess that was a cleric beast, isn't it? Okay. But I guess this is, I mean, we're in New Game Plus, so it's going to be the same cutscene, isn't it? If I talk to her again, she's not going to be like, oh, hi. Okay. I have 32 insight, so the doll should work. Mom. 52 hours, yeah. Oh, you can buy Gehrman's outfit now. Nasty bastard. I don't want to wear Gehrman's outfit. Yeah, rude. Well, we should read. Can I read about it, though, at least? Hunter attire of Gehrman, the first hunter. Created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing, and later became the basis for all hunter's garb. The hunter's emphasis on enlarging... I'm so sorry. I was literally just... I actually, my brain is ill. I don't know why I was about to say this. I actually was about to read this as the hunter's emphasis on enlarging breasts. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, there's no way that says enlarging breasts. And then I realized that it says engaging beasts. I was about to get excited. I said I didn't want to wear Gehrman's hunter garb. And now if it says enlarging, maybe I should give it a shot, you know? Anyway, the hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed and therefore of selecting lightweight attire no doubt traces back to Gehrman's own combat style. Dyslexia doing the most right now. So, period. Take off all your garbs. Java, please. Always with the enlarging breasts. I know, I can't help myself. Can you blame me? Okay, well that's cool. I assume we're able to get his weapon. Gehrman's weapon. Oh. What? Is it the burial blade? Maybe it's this. Yeah, this is it, sorry. Trick weapon wielded by Gehrman the First Hunter, a masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with siderite, said to have fallen from the heavens. Gehrman surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey might rest in peace, never again to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. What is it? What's the deal with this? Scaled? Oh, it's a skill. It's a skill weapon? It looks like it's a skill weapon. Then what's his? Is it... No. Maybe it's the piercing rifle? It's not very overt, is it? No, that's not it. This? No, that's not it either. Oh, his gun doesn't show up. What a gatekeeper. PU stinky. All right. I'm trying to decide if I want it. Is there anything I can spend all this insight on? Look at all this insight. That's not where I spent. Wait. Oh, that's right, because I'm straight in New Game Plus. Wow, it really makes no joke. It sends you right the hell back. Yeah, okay. He just throws bullets. No, he doesn't. You are in here, though. What happens if you try and kill him?
Aha. You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it. This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the doll, should it please you.
I don't like that he whispers that.
This was one a work you'll even.
Okay, so maybe because I've spoken to him now I can talk to the doll? No. We can go back to the sick room. Imagining into the final boss as soon as the game starts. Wait, what do you... Oh, yeah, like they send you right back to the final boss fight. Welcome in, Junior. Hey, Charizard. Starting a new game after hydration break. I don't think I'm going to start a new game today. So, okay. I finished the game a lot quicker than I was expecting to finish it. I thought that it was going to be... I thought it was going to take me the whole of the stream to finish the game, which obviously is not the case. And so I was planning then on tomorrow's stream to like watch lore videos and like chat through things and whatnot, but we can maybe do some of that now. And then start a new game on Monday, I think. But I don't know, we got stuff to do now.
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do. Now, go. And good hunting.
Finish Sekiro tomorrow. Yeah. We'll do it all in one playthrough. Finish the whole thing. It doesn't help when you first try the last two bosses. Fair. Wait, so when you guys were saying it might be an hour to an hour and a half, you were saying it was just the boss fights I was meant to do, right? There wasn't like something else that I was meant to go check out? Last three, true. Yeah, it was 3 bosses, not 2. True.
Hello, I honorable, and I will channel that you will have to invoke.
I shouldn't have skipped through that, but we've had it before.
Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand.
Damn. That's 5 levels worth of stuff here. Thank you for the hydrate. What do I want to level up? To be honest, you could probably finish the game less than 2 hours now if you skip all side content, but then that would require me having to go through the game again. I can't... Even the idea of going back into, like, the Forgotten Woods area stresses me the hell out. I think dump it all into skill. Because think, okay, it's 5 levels, but 5 levels in Arcane still only gets you to 13. You know? Maybe I don't spend them. We'll be smart. We'll be safe.
Farewell, good hunter.
We'll just hold on to it. A little stockpile.
May you find your worth in the waking world.
I don't think I finished here. I don't think I finished talking through my thoughts about about Bloodborne, the game. So I'm going to talk through my thoughts about Bloodborne, the game. And I feel bad because I'm gonna, I need to get the spiel out all in one go. So I won't be chatting with chat. But then I'll chat with you guys afterwards. Decisive Forward, can you rate the FromSoft games you've finished so far? I can definitely do that as well, for sure. Okay. Oh wait, you could just do a yearly playthrough of Bloodborne and do a different ending each time. That could be good. Yeah, it's nice to finish a game. Yeah, to revisit a game when you've forgotten bits about it. Also true. That's also true. And I do love this play file. No, so okay. So what are my thoughts about it? Wait, why will I 100% lose the echoes? If I quit out the game, I'm not gonna lose them. Yes, I did beat Lawrence. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did that yesterday. Hi, Howard. How's it going? Okay. First and foremost thoughts. Stick with me here. The other FromSoft games I've played so far, the other FromSoft Souls games that I've played so far are Dark Souls 1, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 1 DLC, Elden Ring DLC, Bloodborne DLC now. And so I started off, Elden Ring was my first one. Amazing, hooked, incredible, had so much fun. It was a game, and Miyazaki's said this already, so this isn't anything surprising or new or whatever. This isn't like I'm like pulling this out of my arse or anything like that. But Miyazaki's always been working towards like his perfect vision, right, of about what one of these games looks like. For like the Dark Souls look and feel specifically, because Bloodborne's obviously a bit different. But he took a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild came out, it completely like revolutionized in a way like what an open world game is like, and like in a truly open world sense, right? You could go and do the final boss right then and there if you wanted to in for the most part in Breath of the Wild. And Breath of the Wild did some really amazing things where, because it's an open world and you're able to go wherever you want to go, the game designers always designed really interesting things out like in the vistas. So when you like look out into the world of Breath of the Wild, there are always points that are interesting to you where you go like, oh, let me go explore that, let me go see that, and it'll like move you into the flow, right? It lets you go and explore and uncover things. And Miyazaki was like, that's awesome, I want to make a Souls game that's open world, right? So you go through Elden Ring, and so Elden Ring was like monumentally fun to go explore, visually stunning. The combat at the time was like unlike anything that I had experienced before, and it totally got me hooked on the FromSoft games. And also important, for that playthrough of Elden Ring, I played through like exactly like how my character looks here. I was dual wielding straight swords, I think, for the most part. I wasn't using any magic, any incantations, none of that. This was like straight melee, because to be fair, one, it's just a playstyle that I enjoy, but two, I was like, all right, Java, Souls games are notoriously difficult, right? Everyone talks about how challenging the Souls games are. This is a time where you just have to like get your battle scars, but like properly learn how to play the games, okay? So I was like, stick with melee only. You have to understand how combat works. And I felt like I'm not gonna understand it if I'm using magic. I was like, I have to go and like be in the fray. I have to go in and like be in the fights. So right, anyway, I play the Elden Ring like that. I go to play Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1, honestly, it's obviously a much older game, but it didn't feel like crazy aged. It for sure showed its age, but I wasn't sat there going like, oh my god, this is like painful to play as an old game. It wasn't like that at all, but it was like really clunky at times, and I still played it in the same way. But it's clear that you can go and get your shield and whatever, and it definitely wasn't as fun to explore, but the areas felt all interesting and diverse enough, and it had that like fancy look and feel to it, and it felt like a very clear like precursor to Elden Ring, and I was still like kind of like vibing with it enough. Really interesting looking characters. I mean, Lord knows I hated being in Blight Town. And the area with the ghosts, I really hated that as well. But like all very visually different. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So coming in Bloodborne was a really interesting one for me because first of all, I don't like horror. I get scared really easily. I don't like being scared. I don't like horrifying things. But in terms of like visual, like actual look and feel for the game, it's so different to Elden Ring and Dark Souls, and it's like very, very clear the kind of like feeling that they want you to have throughout playing the game. So it was kind of a weird thing for me where Bloodborne in terms of combat clicked with me like hard, right? I like totally got it, and it was like very much kind of play style that I like, because the game forces you to play aggressively. Like you have to play this aggressively, not have to, but like you kind of like really have to. But that wasn't a lesson that I needed to learn. I was like, that's cool, I'm good with that, I get that. But it was kind of a weird one where I love that it is so different. I think it looks beautiful. We've said this so many times, but like the actual like visual look and feel of the game, you can tell it's an older game, especially when you look at stuff like my character's ponytail, like that looks like pretty crunchy and stuff like that. But other than that, it's aged like phenomenally well, I would say. And like the trees are looking a little too polygonal. But it's I think in terms, it's like one of my favorite games from like I think it's from an artistry standpoint, this might be my favorite game of theirs so far, especially with the lore. But it wasn't a particularly fun game for me to play. I was like anxious the whole time. I'm a person that like struggles with anxiety. I was anxious the whole time. Like even during the Mergo's wet nurse fight, Mergo's wet nurse fight, I was like, I don't know why, my hands were like so sweaty, and it wasn't like the fight was anxiety, like really challenging or anything like that. It's just this like continuous feeling when you play, which was obviously so intentional on their part. They want you to feel that kind of like sense of dread. It's why everything's screaming with the insight, the more things you heard, like whatnot. So it wasn't like a very fun game to play. And like right now you guys are saying, hey, you could play through the whole game in like 2 hours, but I don't want to play through the game again. Like I don't know why. I didn't have like fun like that. Whereas walking around exploring in Elden Ring was always really fun, even if you were in areas where it felt like, even if you were in areas that weren't particularly pleasant, I was always excited to see what you would stumble across. I think also because Elden Ring has like such visual diversity in the game that Bloodborne just doesn't. But again, I will give like tip of the hat to Bloodborne, because if you show a picture of Yharnam, Central Yharnam, Old Yharnam, the woods, the research lab, you can tell like what area the photo was taken in for the most part. It's not that like all areas necessarily look the same, and yet they look the same. So it was that. I think the other thing with Bloodborne, and I don't know, the boss fights felt kind of lame a bit. It feels like when you fight the beasts, you fight one, you fight them all. I feel the exact same way about Elden Ring. I can't stand fighting dragons in Elden Ring, because that actually genuinely is, you fought one, it's the same bloody thing over and over again. This obviously wasn't the same thing over and over again. But like the beast fights, I felt like were all the same, like weren't that diverse. And it's kind of weird for a game that like has such a distinct like POV from an artistic standpoint. I'm kind of surprised that there aren't more like cinematic cutscenes for some of the boss fights. Like I feel like I can count the number of like cinematics on the for boss fights like on one hand, and maybe I'm just like misremembering things, but I'm kind of surprised that there's not like more of that in the game. I kind of wish that there were, because I think some of the boss fights could be cool, like some of the bosses could be cool visually, but you don't get to see it. You don't really get to see them very well. And I think it also doesn't do it favors. The boss fights at the beginning of the game do all feel really similar. Like Cleric Beast, Father Gascoigne is a great fight. So Cleric Beast, Father Gascoigne, Then you got Bloodstarved Beast and Vicar Amelia. Those 3 fights to me, I'm like, those are all the same fights. Because then after Vicar Amelia, I think it's Shadows of Yharnam. I can't remember. So that was kind of the other thing as well. Like some of the highs were high, but then the rest of it was kind of middling. I don't know. That's so where would I rank it? Elden Ring and Elden Ring's DLC, like top tier. Oh, I guess that's also another thing. I'm just like trying to get all the thoughts now before I chat with chat. Oh my gosh. The Bloodborne DLC, and this is like true in life, period. It always happens this way. But anytime, like so many people crazy hyped up the DLC for me. And the DLC is certainly not bad at all. But I think like when I heard people so hyped for it, I think that like I was expecting something like so mind blowing. Like to me, I know a lot of people actually don't really like the Elden Ring DLC, and I won't spoil it. But to me, the Elden Ring DLC, I mean, granted, that DLC is the size of an entire game. Like, I'm not talking about the game length of it, but just kind of like what they achieved in the DLC. I was like, whoa, this is incredible, blah, 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 blah. And I think maybe I went in with too high hopes for the Bloodborne DLC, where like when I got to the Orphan of Kos fight, I didn't think it was the final boss fight. It just didn't like click in my brain that was the final boss. I don't know. There was something about it that I just didn't click. But that DLC, it did have some awesome fights. I know people love Ludwig as a fight. I don't mind Ludwig. I wonder if people like feel so strongly about the Ludwig fight because it is one of the most cinematic fights of them all. I almost feel like that's why people might like it, and in many ways feels much closer to like the kind of boss fights that you get in like an Elden Ring, for example, where you start off and there's a big cinematic at the beginning. You start off with a big cinematic and then you do the fight, you get him down to half health, and you get another cinematic. And the fight like very much changes after the second cinematic once you get him past half health. So I think he's probably like one of the better boss fights for that purpose. The OST is great as well, the songs that play. But honestly, the fights that I liked the most in the Bloodborne DLC was Maria for sure. I quite liked the Orphan of Kos fight. I think the Orphan of Kos fight was great, you know. Did not like Lawrence. And then the fights at the end here, I think my other thing with Bloodborne fights, and I'm trying to decide if I'm being too critical. I don't know if this is a Bloodborne thing or if this is just like an this is how you play all of these games kind of thing. But it feels like a lot of times if you're just close and you sidestep to like the left or right, like you're good. Like doing the Gehrman fight, there was a point in time during the fight where I realized if you just sidestep to the left, you're fine. And so I was just like sidestepping to the left. And like the fights that I enjoy the most are the ones where it feels like a dance. Like you're understanding how to move and dodge out. Like the Maria one feels like a really beautiful kind of like dance between the two of us, whereas the Gehrman one didn't so much. And then I just don't like fighting the big beasts like that. I kind of feel like I don't want to say FromSoft have never done big bosses well, because I don't know if I actually believe that. But it was just kind of like meh for me. I don't know. Those are some of my thoughts. So how would I rank them? Elden Ring and its DLC are top tier for me. I love the DLC of Elden Ring so much. I think I would have to put Bloodborne between Dark Souls 1 and Elden Ring. I think the more of these games I play, probably the more I would feel Dark Souls 1's age, I think. So anyway, that's a massive spiel. I'll catch up in some of these chats now. Some of these chats. Boss fights are lame. The way the sky gets redder, the more ominous as you progress through the game. The workshop area deteriorates and falls apart. For sure, the heel turn in the game when you learn about like the cosmic horrorness, I think Bloodborne from a story standpoint is the most interesting. And I do love they make it kind of very clear that you're playing this in one night. It is the night of the hunt, and so it's nice to see the sky change, because I think the sky becomes the darkest when you're in the woodland area. Because I think then right after the woodland area, it becomes cosmic horror-y. So you've got the purpleness in the sky, and then seeing the big Cthulhu-looking people on the sides of the buildings, like very, very cool. I think in terms of like story and lore, Bloodborne really like swung for the fences. And what I liked is that, well, okay, I'm going to be honest. Ain't no way I would have thought to use the umbilical cords. I just wouldn't have considered doing it. And I know that's so typical FromSoft that they don't make it overtly clear. But what I was going to say was one of the things that I really liked about Bloodborne that I did not feel was the case in Dark Souls 1 is I had a really clear understanding of like what was, well, really clear. I had a fairly clear understanding of what was going on and like the impact of what we were doing. Whereas like, because when he said, do you want to refuse or join? Like, I understand the decision I'm making. Like, no, I want to refuse you. I don't want to die and just whatever. And I understand enough to make that decision. I won't say spoilers for the end of Dark Souls 1, but I got to the end of Dark Souls 1 and you have to make a choice and it's a monumental choice. But for the life of me, I had no clue what the hell was gonna... I could not follow what... Like, I said, I don't know what to choose because I don't care enough. I don't understand enough. I don't understand what, like, the weight of the decision that I'm trying to make, you know? So I was just like, I don't know. Do I do this one thing or do I not do this one thing? So this in story-wise, I think they really swing for the fences. Doing the cosmic horror stuff, the eldritch horror is great. Really, really great voice acting. Feels hard to go from Elden Ring to Bloodborne since Elden Ring, yeah, improved on so many things. But I actually, one of the things I loved the most about Dark Souls 1 that I'm actually feel like I'm bummed out is not the case as much in Bloodborne was the interconnectivity of the map. The interconnectivity of the map in Dark Souls 1 I feel like is unmatched. And so I actually don't mind like a really closed like linear experience, but I feel like Bloodborne, everyone was like, I don't think Bloodborne's that linear. And it kind of sucks that when you get to certain lamps, you've just got to go back. Like when we're in the top of like Mergo's wet nurse's arena, there's you don't go from there to somewhere else. You literally just have to teleport out of it. A lot of like dead ends in the game that bum me out. I feel like Dark Souls 1 didn't have as many dead ends. Hey Tawner Soul, welcome in. No, I'm definitely not. I talked about that earlier. Best boss on Bloodborne, the DLC ones, yeah, not the main game ones. You know, it's crazy. I still think Father Gascoigne is one of the best fights in the game. I think that that's an amazing fight. I love the arena. I love the fight. Even when he changes into the beast mode, it feels like such a good intro. The OST is probably still my favorite, for sure. Major camera works, yeah. Don't ever mention the living failure. Oh, I'm not mentioning living failures, yeah. I think that the thing that this DLC has over Shadow of the Erdtree is that the lore so enriches the base game story. The Shadow of the Erdtree, and we're not going to go into it. We don't want to spoil it. But the Shadow of the Erdtree, the whole lore in that was, it was tough. It was tangled. It was, yeah. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, I noticed that you can beat the bosses on Bloodborne using the same move attacks. Yeah, unlike in Elden Ring. It feels that way a lot. There may be a couple of bosses where I was like, oh, maybe da-da-da-da-da. Like, I mean, you could say this probably about like any boss fight. That's why I'm like, maybe I'm being a bit too critical. But it's kind of like, to me, okay, in Bloodborne, you just can't fight it from the front. Because the like big beast enemies do like a big sweeping kind of attack. So it's like as long as you stay behind it or to its side, you'll be fine. Yeah. If you like fights like that, you absolutely love Sekiro. I'm excited for Sekiro, yeah. Yeah, Elden Ring, in my opinion, is bloated. Bloodborne is concise, quality over quantity. I'm totally pro quality, like smaller, more concise games over bigger games. But I think, for me at least, what Elden Ring nailed that Bloodborne didn't was like Elden Ring was just like fun to explore. And to be fair, a lot of it is probably because there are so many grace sites as well. But I feel like the only times where I was like, ugh, I don't want to have to explore around here was like catacombs, I think. Whereas like in Bloodborne, there are so many of these, and I kept on getting so lost. But I kept on saying to chat repeatedly, like, I don't want to go back to the Forgotten Woods. I feel like there are a lot of areas I just wouldn't want to go back to. Yeah, I mean, for sure, Elden Ring's not perfect. And honestly, that's why I prefer the DLC, because I feel like the DLC, it's more of a concise experience, which I prefer. But yeah, it's great literary commentary on totally Gothic horror and cosmic horror. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Not to jarringly change topics, but are you open to playing Metaphor? I apologize if you cover this and I just missed it, but I gotta say, somebody who's never played this style of game, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Okay, short answer is yeah, I for sure would be open to it. Addendum to that is that it's apparently a very long game, and I'm nervous about playing a long game, like Metaphor, alongside a long game like Dragon Age. That's my only thing. Yes, Garrix, yes you did. But honestly, also games I care about the story. I don't think that's weird at all. I've not played Dark Souls 2. I don't think that's weird at all, because for me, Bloodborne was a game out of the 3 FromSoft Souls games I've played where you're able to like actually follow the story. And even still, like, there are things I have questions about, things that I'm not sure about. But in Elden Ring, I'm like, holy hell, I don't even know what. There are so many people and so many confusing names, and it's a lot to have to try and keep up with. Dark Souls 1, I feel like it wasn't their first go, but it felt like it was their first go, and I was like, meh, I don't think you're doing that great of a job on it. Yeah, for sure I'm going to stream Dark Souls 3 to the lovely YouTube chatters. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna play Sekiro. I want to play all the FromSoft games for sure. Will you return to Astrobot? I don't know. Good question. I'm not positive. I may do, but I don't know when is the only thing. Yeah, the fight, it's mind-blowing. Dark Souls 1's interconnectivity is incredible, but it's interconnected like throughout the entirety of the game. Everything connects. And Bloodborne does it. And I was like, that's kind of a shame. If Bloodborne had captured that same interconnectivity, I feel like I don't know, maybe I would feel differently about it. There's one super cool back route, yeah, through the Benivority Sefka's clinic. That's very cool. I want more moments like that, Thony. Yeah, Bahamut. Hey, Cax, thank you for the Lurker High, by the way. Sekiro's all dance. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Cash, thank you for saying that. Welcome on in. I think people forget that interconnectivity of Dark Souls 1 ends abruptly after getting the Lord Vessel. The entire latter half of Dead ends getting the Lord's Souls. But that's like the last quarter of the game, right, Thickbrow? 50 hours into Metaphor, still not halfway through. Yeah, it's huge. Elden Ring really makes you think, hi, New York Music. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? It makes you think about through some boss fights, especially the DLC. Bloodborne has fantastic lore, but you can pretty much, yeah, parry it all to death or hit them in the booty. Yeah, Bloodborne for me just felt like very rinse and repeat. There were only like a handful of the fights that like really stick with me. But you know, and it's such a shame that it starts out like this, because actually some of the fights in Bloodborne, okay, like Rom the Spider looks quite different, like different sort of gimmick. Mikolash, different gimmick. The Celestial Emissary, different gimmick. Like they started to get some kind of variety in what's going on later on, but it starts off very like beast heavy, I think. Very beast heavy. Hey, thank you for the tier 1 3 months, you lovely Tony. Thank you, you angel. I'm for real, did it. Hey, see you Shitoka. Dark Souls 3 is really good. Yeah, I'm excited to play Dark Souls 3. Shush, Mikey, don't say that. For sure, I'm going to play Dark Souls 3. Can you sum up your idea of the plot? Oh, yeah, as we drive into the lore explanation. Yeah, sorry. So, okay. The plot... Jesus. And the problem is that I wish that I could play through this so quickly. Like, when you can sit through everything in one sitting, it makes it so much easier. Thank you for the follows, and thank you, Hakuli, for your prime. Thank you so much, lovely. Thank you. I'm thrilled, innit? Okay. My idea of the lore. How long did it take me to complete Elden Ring? Sorry, let me answer this quickly. It took me like 300 hours, 200 hours. I think like maybe 250 hours, let's say. But to be fair, I spent like 30 hours fighting Melania. 20 to 30 hours fighting Melania, I think. But yeah, it took me a long ass time. And also, like, when I'm streaming games, it takes me a long time to finish stuff. Like, this took me 50 hours to play. Because I'm sat here, I'm paused here, I'm chatting. Like, not that I ever paused for this long when I was playing the game for real. But I'm paused chatting to you guys, all this stuff. You blew through Bloodborne. You are technically a vet now. I don't know if I count as a vet now. I'm certainly not a newbie, though. No, shit. Okay. What I think the lore is. The bloodborne disease is brought about. People were tinkering with the blood. And I don't know if it was the people at Bergenworth or Canehurst. I get the places mixed up. But it was like people were tinkering with the blood. But I think it was to make contact with the celestial beings, right? It was to bring us closer to that. So they've set out about a bloodborne illness. And so anyone that gets infected with this like newer blood turns into beasts and whatnot. We do not have, we have like ancient blood. We have pre-infected blood, which is why I think we were fine. We're not like the other hunters that get infected and turn into madness. We're still like chill and good. But it was, I think Willem was the one that was responsible for making contact with the celestial beings. And just like devoted his life to like getting closer to them in all senses. Which is why you had like his obsession with eyes. And so I still feel like, well, no, hang on. No, well, I'm trying to understand the woman that was crying outside of Mergo's wet nurse's place. Are you the mother? The impression that I get is that woman was the mother, because it kind of, the imagery that it evokes, she's shackled, right? Okay, so she's lost her freedom. She's being held against her will, right? Okay, literally, because she's got shackles on. But then she's also got blood from around her abdomen area. So it kind of looks like they've C-sectioned the baby, cesarean removed the baby against the crying woman's will, and have given it to whatever the hell horror that was to then nurse and look after. But I guess Mergo must have been a great one, because Mergo had an umbilical cord. And so people were maybe trying to cultivate great ones so that they could then commune with the greater power, and the moon has something to do with it. I think my problem is that, like, it's tough. If I could, like, sit through and have the story, like, the tough thing is for me to try and remember everything that happened to piece it together. I think if I had all the puzzle pieces in front of me, I could piece them together, but I just don't remember everything. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to play through so fast if you know what you're doing. Yeah, most bosses can be melted, right? That's true. Yeah. Sekiro is a game that gives you the feeling of dance. I'm excited for Sekiro, for sure. Yeah. We're for sure going to watch Vati videos. Thank you guys for the follows as well. We're going to watch Vati videos in tomorrow morning stream. Chrysalid, thank you for using your Prime here, 16 months. No, Chrysalid. The answer is just no. I can't, dude. You know that I can't. Do I want to know the crying lady's name? Maybe not. Because I want it. I assume that we're going to watch a Vati video about it tomorrow. To be fair, you're missing some critical and key lore things that you get in specific Chalice dungeons too. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. We're going to watch Vati videos tomorrow. There's more on this particular subject in the chat. Oh, is there? There's more on the woman in the Chalice dungeon. Interesting. One Reborn was the shitty attempt to manufacture a great one. Yeah. Oh, God. Yahar'gul, I don't ever want to explore Yahar'gul ever again. When we're talking about like places and things I don't want to have to revisit, and I think that's maybe part of like my problem with Bloodborne. I don't look back at certain areas and go like, yes, I would love to go back and revisit that, because I just didn't enjoy exploring any of it. Whereas like when I think about areas in Elden Ring, for example, I'm like, oh yeah, I loved going through there, it's so cool and blah blah blah. So I don't have that kind of feeling. It almost feels like Bloodborne's one of those games that I would like enjoy watching someone play again. It might be interesting going back and doing a New Game Plus run, like another Halloween time, especially because I can play through it faster, and I might have a different experience of the game. Like probably one, hoping to get less scared by things, and two, because I've done it before. But there were times where I was like, it was just a real, I don't know if struggle's the right word, but I can't think of a better word than struggle, to be honest. So I came away with no clue, and the more I learned, the more it amazed me. I think that lore-wise, this is probably one of the most interesting. From an artistic endeavor, I think I appreciate Bloodborne the most. I like that it's something different, because look, Elden Ring is amazing. Elden Ring is super cinematic. Elden Ring is like very fun. But Elden Ring, for better or for worse, feels and reads and plays a lot like, you know, any kind of high fantasy piece of media. George R.R. Martin was involved in building that, and it's completely not surprising. Like, I can pick up on bits of George R.R. Martin through playing the game. And so I'm like, okay, this is cool, it's good. But Bloodborne feels like it does something very different to what we normally see. I don't think there are many games or pieces of media that leverage like Lovecraftian themes. So I think that that's fun. I also think that there's something very, it's like a very ponderous game, but I mean that in a good way. Not ponderous as in like laborious, but ponderous as in that it actually gets you to sit and think and like chew on some of this stuff. Like you get insight. The higher insight you have, the more that you hear like the babies crying, the voices, the more insight you have, the more like the beasts don't sound like roars anymore. It sounds like they're talking, and like that's really great thematically. Like, oh, the insight, the more knowledge you are, the more open you are to knowledge. So from a story theme, it works really well. But then in terms of like building atmosphere in a game, it works incredibly because you're making it, everything feels so cacophonous. It's so anxiety inducing. The closer you are to total enlightenment, the scarier it is. And I think that there's something thematically that's really interesting about that. Whereas I don't know if there are as many themes and ideas and whatnot that I want to chew on in a game like Dark Souls 1, for example. I mean, Dark Souls 1, you hold a gun to my head and you say, Java, explain the plot to me of Dark Souls 1, and I still could not tell you. I could not tell you at all. Sekiro, yeah, I'm going to play Sekiro for sure. Maxor video, we'll watch Maxor as well tomorrow. Not probably Mario Kart. Not enough cosmic horror games out there. I think the thing that's kind of a shame, Lovecraft, very distinct DNA to it, and it's hard to do like Lovecraft and Eldritch themes without like things looking samey in a way. But we don't get to see it very often, so it's enjoyable to see. Hey, Mind in Reverse, thank you for the raid. Raiders, welcome in. How's it going? How was your stream? What did you get up to? I'm at Java Chip. I just finished Bloodborne. And when I say just finished, I mean like almost an hour ago. But I'm sat here and I'm chatting through thoughts and feelings and whatnot with everyone. So I apologize. There's actually not much gameplay going on at all. And by not much, I mean there is zero gameplay going on at all. But I'm sat here just like chatting through things. So we are talking spoilers for the game. If you don't want spoilers, like totally understand. This is your warning. Thank you for the shout out, guys. If you're not following mine in reverse, please do. And welcome on in. How was your stream? What'd you get up to? Was doing the Slender for the arrival of the spooky month. Not Slender. That sounds scary. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. You nailed it with the Lovecraftian influences. I noticed that too. And it's crazy because when you play the game at the beginning, it's not there, right? At all. It's super, super gothic horror. At the beginning, it's your like were people and your beasts and your blood and you're in literal pseudo gothic architecture and very, very gothic horror. And then it totally heel turns into a super Lovecraftian. I never played this game, but I've seen a video essay on it, and from that I appreciate it. Like, this is the kind of game I would love to watch video essays on this. 100%, which is why I'm excited for tomorrow. I like sat here and like chewing through this stuff. There are 20 new bosses in the chalices if you want more Bloodborne context, but the chalices themselves are boring. That's the issue. I did one of them, and I just was like, to me, the chalice felt exactly like doing like the catacombs in Elden Ring. And I don't love the catacombs at all. And I only ever go into them now if there's like something that I need. Like, wow, this is a really feminine game. And the horrors of that. This is a very, it covers like lots of, a lot of child birthing horror, like themes to it. Like typically like feminine or like female themes, like heavy, which is fascinating. I love that. Yes, Mikey, yeah, Friday morning. Would you consider Mass Effect to have Lovecraftian elements? Welcome in, Nepal. I've only played Mass Effect 1, so I would say no. No, because I feel like Mass Effect... Gosh, to be fair though, I maybe I'm just misremembering the story, but my immediate would be no, but I wouldn't be mad if someone said that I was wrong. Hey Guna, welcome in. No. Have you considered trying a chalice dungeon? I've done just the one. I'm not that fussed about doing it more, you know? Thank you, Red. Thank you for saying that. I'm catching up on some YouTube chat pings. You decide not to play Silent Hill 2. This is the thing with Silent Hill 2. Okay, it was coming out. I was hoping that Silent Hill 2 was going to be like on par of scary with Alan Wake 2. And then what happened was Silent Hill 2 came out right during a time when, like, just from a mental health standpoint, I'm one, I just don't like horror. I get scared really easily. And then from like a mental health standpoint, I have I deal with anxiety, and it was like right with the week that it released, I was just having like crazy anxiety and like depression moments. I have anxiety and depression, and I just like depression stuff was like hitting me wrong, and so I was like, I just don't think I can bring myself to play a game like Alan Wake 2, right? Because in my mind I think it's like Alan Wake 2. I was like, I don't think I can bring myself to play a game like Alan Wake 2, so I'm just gonna like chill on it, and like maybe we'll come back to it. And then people were like, oh no, this is like way scarier than that. And the people that have been around for a long time are like, Java babes, like you're gonna struggle heavy with it. And so then there was part of me that's like, do I just do at least one stream of it maybe and give it a try? But then there's other parts of me that's like, I don't know if I can bring myself to just like, I just don't like being scared. I don't like being scared, but I love exploring themes that are interesting and talking about interesting things. And I've only heard amazing things about the game, but I hate being scared. So I don't know. I'm kind of like in a mental twist about it, to be honest. Sandre Mid, welcome in, by the way. Welcome. Bloodborne is god tier, yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? Chalice dungeons are a very creative idea in theory, but practice, they start to feel samey. Yeah, was that the question? What was the question? About Lovecraftian themes, Synergist? Yeah. Silent Hill 2 isn't the game for someone who's not feeling fully okay mentally. Yeah, and I was like, I'm hoping maybe it turns a bit of a corner, but I don't know. Silent Hill 2 is seriously depressing and thematically disturbing. Ugh, definitely don't play it if you're in a bad spot. And it sounds, okay, I know this is going to sound like I'm saying it as a joke. I'm not. It sounds amazing. Like, you say that. Oh, no. Am I okay? Am I here? The stream didn't cut out for people, did it? Oh, okay, weird. It sounds so incredible. I would love to explore it from the thematical standpoint, but I don't know, dude. I wish I was built different. I wish I was one of those people that didn't get scared. I get so scared. I thought Resident Evil was scary. Silent Hill 2 blows it out of the water. It's genuinely terrifying. I've seen a playthrough of Resident Evil 7 and I was like, there's no way I can play that. I was like, impossible. I can't. Resident Evil 7 would scare the shit out of me. Yeah, even the original PS2 version of Silent Hill 2 is really scary. Wow. Yeah, the story in the game is amazing, though. I don't think the scary monster bits of Silent Hill 2 would be an issue for you, but it touches some very heavy and difficult subjects. So I would be more concerned about if you feel up for that. I honestly think it's almost the reverse. I don't know. I don't mind exploring heavy topics. Like, I can handle heavy topics well. What I can't handle is, like, jump scares. And, like, scares like that. And, like... Okay, Alan Wake 2 for me was a struggle to play through because it just consistently had a sense of like foreboding, and I hate that. But it was an amazing game. It's a great game, and it's like really interesting themes and like really interesting from an artistic standpoint. It's phenomenal. Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, lovely. I'm wearing it natural today. Silent Hill 2 is a masterpiece. Honestly, I'm so tempted to watch a playthrough of it, but I don't want to watch a playthrough of it because then it would, if I do decide to play it, it would spoil it. I'm not a horror person either. I get scared. Silent Hill 2 is comforting. Interesting. Cosmic horror vibes, but not Lovecraftian. I could see that. Yeah, cosmic horror and Lovecraft aren't synonymous. Lovecraftian is a kind of cosmic horror. I think that's my thing with I was trying to say this earlier. I think that's my thing with Lovecraft is that it's a very specific brand, like flavor, of genre, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe in like a potentially callous way, you see or you play through one Lovecraftian piece of media, you see and play it all, you know, like it's I feel like they all touch like such specific themes, and there's such a specific look and feel to Lovecraftian media, but we don't see a whole lot of media that's influenced by Lovecraft. So I enjoy seeing it, even though it can feel kind of samey, if that makes sense. Well done. One section of RE8 is even scarier, but Silent Hill 2 is... What section of RE8's... Oh, the Dollhouse sub? Silent Hill 2 isn't the same kind of horror as Resident Evil. It explores some very dark sides of human behavior. But okay, like, for example, doing the Dollhouse in Resident Evil 8 was like torture for me. I was thrilled that it was short and that I was done with it. Or like exploring the hospital in Alan Wake 2 was torturous. A lot of Alan Wake 2 is torturous, to be fair. Doesn't come up from cheap jump scares, more cerebral, subtle sense of fear. I've not played Dead Space. Play neither. I don't like platforming very much. Right? I don't know. Sekiro, Dark Souls 3. I'm going to play Sekiro and Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2. For sure. Not so much in video games, yeah. Didn't you stream RE7? No, never. I streamed REs 2, 3, 4, and 8. The remakes, all of them. I think Lovecraftian in media is kind of a meme because they're made by people who consume media that rather study it. So you get the ooh tentacles. That can be true. Where it's like, oh, I like the way Cthulhu looks. Let's do that. This very much is like, if you know Lovecraft, like this is very Lovecraftian. Have I watched the opening cinematic of Silent Hill 2 remake? No, I haven't. It's not scary at all and gives a very concise story hook of the vibe. Oh, interesting. Okay. I could never play any of them. Dead Space, Silent Hill 2, RE7. I gave up on Bloodborne so many times before I finished. I'm a baby. But see, I'm like you, Mars Attack. There were parts of playing through this where I was like, it was a struggle. It was a struggle a bit. I just was feeling like very, very tense. A lot. You know? I don't know. And they do it well. I mean, it builds attention well. Like, silly thing. And I actually don't know why this was the case, to be honest. But I was fighting Mergo's wet nurse and I was feeling really anxious about it, but I don't know why. Yeah, the dollhouse is way scarier than the entirety of RE7. You think so? I don't know. Java would love Dead Space. I think you're a liar. If you want a horror anthology that's well done, short, and explores a lot of different genres, but isn't like scary, then The Cabinet of Curiosities is a fun watch. I love oh my god, Flanagan's Hill House, Bly Manor, Midnight Mass, and Fall of the House of Usher. But Fall of the House of Usher was like, to me it was a drop down in writing, ironically, even though a lot of it's like poetry. Have I played any Tomb Raider games? Not yet. Not much like when I played Alan Wake. True. Not sure if Subtle Foreboding's your jam. Yeah, the older Lemons Remember the Firewatch playthrough. Exactly. That's the thing. Subtle Foreboding is actually like peak. Like, okay, jump scares, obviously. But what gets me more is Subtle Foreboding. And it's one of those things where once you know what's happening, it's fine. But I like work myself up into like an anxious frenzy and I just like get paralyzed. I just can't move or do anything. Like anyone that's been around for a long time and saw me play Alien Isolation. Okay, potential spoiler. I never finished Alien Isolation. That's not a spoiler. The setup for Alien Isolation is you're stuck in a space station and there's a xenomorph alien that's stalking you. Okay, I don't even think that counts as a spoiler. But there's a period of the beginning of the game where you are literally in no danger. There are no enemies. Like the xenomorph is not active. There are none of the androids trying to get you. There are none of the humans trying to get you. You are literally completely safe and fine. It's like the beginning 20 minutes of the game or something like that. That shit took me like an hour and a half because I kept on working myself up, expecting there to be terrors and drama and dread like around every corner. It's a miracle I made it. How far did I make it in Alien Isolation? I don't even know how far I made it, but I made it like surprisingly far, and it's a miracle I made it that far, genuinely. Where? I mean, I must have played it for like how many hours? I'm looking it up now. Sorry, I'm trying to find it at least. Alien Isolation. I streamed it for three and a half hours, I think. No, not 3.5 hours. I streamed it for 9 hours. It's a miracle that I streamed it for 9 hours. That was, and I achieved like next to, I was miserable the entire time. Wait, what are you talking about, Brandon? Yeah, it's Silent Hill 2 is about horror and scares, about dread and despair, creeping fear of what you desperately wish you could forget. I mean, that would make me miserable. Miserable. Yeah. Is it Full House Usher written by Poe? I know, but that's why I was like, it's kind of funny that I say it's not very well written. It is, yes, but also no. There are so many, that's a whole other conversation. Like, I don't want to get into it right now because I'll just go down an absolute tangent. But it's like very, it feels like he doesn't trust his audience to like remember stuff. They keep on having other characters like remind you of certain things, and it's like you're losing all like subtlety here. It's very, very on the nose. Jumpscares feel like cheating. Yeah, Alien Isolation is very scary, but I love that the only legit Alien game. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100% agree with that. I have no mouth and I must scream is an oldie but a goodie. Oh, interesting. Have I played Plague Tale? No, I've not. If Alien Isolation had this effect on you, I can say that you would play Silent Hill 2 for about 30 minutes max. I think that's the thing though. And like the people that know me well go like, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Hey, Mad Mage, welcome in. Knowing Alien is on the ship is enough of a scare. True. Very true. Yeah, woof. I'm sorry, we've gone on such tangents here. I feel bad. But we were talking a lot about, Bloodborne. We went on to way different topics. I worked myself up for playing RE4 and RE2. Then I would play, when I would play, I would lock the hell in. Like, RE2, when Mr. X is in play, that was torture for me. I was like, it was a miracle that I finished that. But I wish I wasn't built like that. I wish that I was TER chill when it comes to horror stuff. I don't know. And then the crazy thing is, and I've talked about this a lot, a streamer that I've always loved to watch is Book Pursuit, who play like his claim to fame. He does like a whole variety of stuff, but his claim to fame is his horror game playthroughs, like speedrunning, Resident Evil. And so he plays through all these horror games, and the guy is, I don't think I've ever seen him scared ever about anything. I feel like the most I've seen him do is like a like that. I'm like, damn, I want to be like you. How are you this chill? I remember, this actually really is a random tangent. He starts off like, what game would it have been? I think it's like a playthrough of oh god, the new Five Nights at Freddy game, I think it was. He starts it off and at the beginning portion of it, he's like, wait, I'm not acting scared enough. I need to like embrace my inner YouTuber and stop being scared about things. And it's a hilarious bit. He like plays it off really well. But I'm like, motherfucker, that's me. But it's not a bit, Mom. I just get scared. Some of us aren't doing it to fake it for the content. Some of us are just babies. Basic. Thank you for the tier 1. 28 months. You lovely. The hair is so good today. Thank you. The curls behaved. Or I shouldn't say that. We shouldn't use language like that. The curls are curling today. Or rather, waves are waving. Whatever you want to call it. How's it going, lovely? How are you doing? Resident Evil isn't necessarily scary. I don't know. Silent Hill 2. I can't Chen Mahong. I can't do Silent Hill 2. I really can't. Yeah, some of us are actually scared. Exactly. That's me. 30 minutes Silent Hill 2 would be worth it. You're rude. So I was watching the other two endings, yeah, before we end the day. Should we do that? Let's watch the other two endings. Let's get that going. I need to swap out the HDMI cable. So let's go like that, I guess. Stick around. Carl's a chef kiss. Thank you, lovely. Thank you. Sometimes I play Resident Evil, I'm like, wait, this is a video game. They can't hurt me. But they can. And they do. And they will. Let's do that. Wavy hair equals best hair. Thank you. It's weird. I kind of feel like curly hair people will know. I feel like my hair is too curly to be wavy. Like, I wouldn't call it this waves. I would call it curls. But they're not, like, ringlets or, like, the coils aren't very tight on mine. But like curls have a whole number pattern thing to them, and I don't know what that is. Like I don't know my number pattern. Like I think it's like maybe 2A or something. I don't know. I don't know, ma'am. Okay. We're here. Boss tier list after or nah? I think we might do that tomorrow. It's kind of in, I know this, maybe we'll do it today. Yeah, maybe let's do that. We'll watch the alternate endings and then we'll do tier list. Oh, Control. How long would it take to play Control Hidden? Chi, welcome on in. 2021 Java Cars will peak. I know, Mikey. Before I fucking destroyed my hair. Feels bad, man. I'm trying to get back to being able to wear it curly. That's my hill that I'm climbing on. But I like this hair color a lot more than my hair in 2021. So, you know, we take the wins where we get them. YouTube. Controls 10 out of 10. You've played it? Oh, sorry. Bloodborne. Alternate. Ending. Maybe like this. Sorry, hang on. I know it's quiet. I feel bad. I also can't play music because the YouTube video will get in trouble. Damn!
Hello, fellow hunters. Here's a guide to getting the secret ending and alternate boss, the Moon Presence. The first thing we'll go over, in order to get the secret ending and alternate final boss, is acquiring the items needed to trigger the event. You'll need to collect 3 of the 4 umbilical cords in the game.
Wait, is this
We'll start
what I
with
just
the first
did?
one, which is probably one of the easiest ones to get. First, make sure you kill the Blood-starved beast so that you can gain access to this area.
Oh, this is
Next,
what I
go
already
to the
did. I'm
cathedral
sorry.
ward. Go to the right where the double doors are.
I was like,
and take
wait, isn't this what I
elevator.
already did? Sorry. Hey, Parail, thank you for using your Prime 5 bads. The doll is evil. Apologize right now. Apologize. A Bloodborne explaining all the endings. Let's do that. Or Bloodborne, all endings. Maybe let's do that. Oh no, not a free advert. Flashbang, so bright. I think this will be, yeah, this should be just all the endings. Let me know if the volume's not right for you guys.
Good hunter,
Is this too loud?
you've done well. The night is near its end.
Maybe like that.
Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream.
What is this? Oh, that's a
and
Canehurst
awake
helmet.
Under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
Okay, so this is what we would have done.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
That is a good line. It is a really good line. Gosh, the helmet with the hair out like that looks exactly like that character in Elden Ring DLC that I won't say by name. But see, okay, we're grabbed and we just have our head touch theirs. Yes, of course, Phantom.
And so, the hunt begins again.
So you are Gehrman. Wait. Hang on. This ending is if you refuse, but you don't eat the umbilical cords? Hang on. you don't fight the presence then, right? Is this all one continuous scene? It's tough because I'm not seeing the fight intercut. So I didn't know. Yeah, correct. It's one continuous. Got it. Okay. So now in this ending, when we refuse, but we don't eat the umbilical cords, we become the new Gehrman. We are stuck now as Gehrman. That's crazy. See, a meeting, Phantom.
And so, the hunt begins again.
Crazy. That's a weird one. You're just back in the same cycle of it. Damn. The beast maybe accepts you as its new vessel? Okay, so this is the ending that I got.
Oh, good hunter.
Okay, so the cycle really is broken with a new great one. Damn! Wow, they really show you being beheaded. What a visual, huh? It's gonna be the same line, but to Gehrman? It's so dark, I can't see anything. But that is the player's character, I think. It dawns on a new day. But we're somewhere new, I think. We're in heaven. Or like wherever we go when we die.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Same line has a different meaning now.
Ollie.
Hey, whoa, not for free. Don't be crazy. Damn. Wait. Sorry. Whatever the advert was for, I don't even. It's a true crime thing about a crime that literally just like recently happened. I'm just shocked that there's a documentary on Peacock already. So also I feel bad that the video was like, I feel bad saying it. The video wasn't like, yes, Mikey. Yes. Sorry. Well, now we've got to talk about it quickly, but I don't want to talk about it that long. It's a documentary, TikTok star murders. It's a documentary about the TikTok guy who murdered his wife or girl. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just flabbergasted that they've made a documentary about it. Anyway, that's not the point. The video was kind of edited a bit hard, where it wasn't clear where like one ending starts and one ending stops, but I think we got it. Or like it doesn't tell you like the circumstances to get which ending. I would be pissed if in my first playthrough I chose to submit my life to him or whatever, and then I don't get to fight it. Or if I chose to not eat the umbilical cords, and then I don't get to fight the other boss, and it's like, okay, so sorry, little Susie, you've just got to go play through the whole game again. Theo, welcome in, lovely, how's it going? So when it says that they woke us up from the waking world, does that mean that we then are like delivered from the? I'm confused. You wouldn't know he's fightable, I guess. True, yeah. Yeah, it's why you said that, yeah, to eat something. True, yeah, which is fair. I know you guys like would just let me know like to do that kind of stuff. But I'm confused. Okay, hang on. First of all, I'll play music in the background. Hopefully YouTube isn't mad with me about this. You woke up, you're done. Free, back in the normal waking world. But then did we spend any time in the... We didn't spend any time in the real waking world. We were always in the dream and the nightmare. Right? I think that's my understanding of it. Because then it's also kind of interesting where when you finished the... DLC, that like Gehrman feels different, and so it kind of feels like we've been in Gehrman's, like Gehrman's the one that's been responsible for the nightmare, but I guess that can't be the case because it says nightmare slain, so it's not like we're living in Gehrman's mind. I don't know, it's a lot of thoughts. That's exactly what happened to you in your first playthrough. I submitted my life and found out I missed the other bosses. I'm so sorry. I'd be pissed for you. That was you forgot about the umbilical cords. I would also be. And like the thing about the umbilical cords that gets me though, right, is that they don't make it obvious or clear at all that you're meant to like eat them. There's no clear understanding of like what using them actually does. And I'm kind of like, guys, come on. Lower the music a bit. Yeah, sorry if it's too loud. I can, for sure. I would actually rather lower it a lot, to be honest. Yeah. Have a good night's sleep, guys. Thank you. Yeah, you wake up and think whatever you think. Yeah, you don't want to spoil it for me. True. Fair. They make it clear at all. The true FromSoft experience. True. It does say, but it's hard to understand. If I'm remembering correct. Well, here, let's read it. I don't need to remember it. Umbilical cord description. Bloodborne. Mergo's cord. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. This cord grants Mensis audience with Mergo resulted in stillbirth of their... No, maybe give me the whole... This is only part of the description, right? A great relic, also known as Cord of the Eye. Every infant great one has this precursor umbilical cord used to gain insight, and so they say eyes on the inside. Wait. What? Am I being daft? Does it say, did it say? Did they always call it Cord of the Eye? Was that, did I read that in everything and I just like, I'm forgetting that? Hey Grace, welcome in. Yeah, it did always say that. We've seen all these texts and I literally read the umbilical cords right before doing the fight. Great relic, also known as Cord of the Eye. Umbilical cord is Cord of the Eye. Umbilical cord of the eye. Cord of the Eye. Every great infinite has this precursor. Every great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. So the 1/3 of an umbilical cord is a precursor to a cord. Used to get eyes on the inside. Used to gain insight, so they say, eyes on the inside. And like that's something that they talk a lot about. There was one boss, I think it was Ludwig, who had a mouth that literally has eyes all on the inside of it. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. But they mean a surrogate child. Provost William sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one by lining his brain with eyes. The only choice he knew if man were to ever match their greatness. Sought the cord in order to elevate his being. You think it means surrogate mother? How was New Smile, Theo? You know what I didn't realize? Sorry, this is the world's hardest pivot. I didn't realize it's bloody Jack Nicholson's son. I didn't realize Jack Nicholson had a son. There were jars of Eyes in Bergenworth we missed, like to pick up digitized? I don't think I missed that. The Great Ones do indeed seek to adopt... yeah, a surrogate child. Yes, I think it means surrogate child, not surrogate mother. Because if every Great One loses its child, it yearns for a surrogate, aka it yearns for a replacement child. I think. Because if you lose a child, you want another. But then, interestingly enough, every Great One loses a child, but he yearns for the surrogate. But then you've got Orphan of Kos, who loses its mother. But Orphan of Kos's mother is like the birth of the cosmos. So everything with which, where everything comes from. I don't know, dude. Oh, maybe. Doesn't the doll have extra eyes inside her head that you can see if you angle the camera correctly? That would be cool. Is it thought that this moon thing made Gehrman its surrogate child? Stay tuned. Ew, orphan. Hey, Diego. What do you mean, ew, orphan? Oh, just tables of jars we could break. Ah, okay, right. Using the word insight. Yeah, it's super clever. So clever. There is one hidden note in the game that says 3 umbilical cords. So you have to find it. Find 3 cords and guess that you need to consume them before. Yeah, but how would you know to do that? Like, I know it's since it says 1/3 of umbilical cord. To me, that goes, okay, you're wanting to collect 3 parts of an umbilical cord so that you can reassemble the entirety of the umbilical cord. But then it goes, a great relic. But since they're calling it a precursor to the umbilical cord, I'm like, is it actually an umbilical cord or not? I don't know. We found the note. You just didn't think it meant much of the meaning. What did the note say? Cos isn't it necessarily like the greater will? Cos isn't necessarily like the greater will from Elden Ring. My understanding of Cos is that literally the birth of the universe. The cosmos is birthed from Cos. That's my understanding. We'll find out more tomorrow when we do Vati things. But that's been my sort of thought about it. True some FromSoft, yeah, true FromSoft experience. Bloodborne boss. Okay. Yeah. Maxwell, right before we go, please. Which Maxwell video, Legante? Maybe their umbilical cord. Let's stop. Stop. No spoilers, please. Yeah, please, no spoilers. Oh, literally no. Sorry. I thought you were talking about spoilers for Bloodborne, and then I read it was something about Sekiro. Luckily, we just know that Sekiro has very obscure endings. That's okay, but nothing more than that, obviously. Obviously, please. Bloodborne, there's only one. All right. this. Hey, Brian, thank you for the tier 1, 16 months, lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bloodborne review, defeat gods, doll waifu simulator. I assume that's it. I think so, Mikey. How do I get steak, dinner, and wine as a broke college student? Buy a steak at the grocery store and a bottle of wine. If it looks too... Wait, is that... But... That's the only one that I know of. It's only 16 minutes long. Is this... Here, hang on. You found the right one. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry. Whoa, my brain like hard buffered here. Okay. I think what we're going to do for the lovely people that are watching this on YouTube, I'm thrilled that you're here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I think I want to upload the lore react videos as separate videos. I don't want them part of the YouTube stream. And I feel bad. This, to be fair, I mean, obviously the end of Bloodborne went on a lot longer than I was expecting. Oh, sorry. The opposite of that. It was a lot shorter than I was expecting. Oh, no. I'm sorry, I spoke correctly. The end of Bloodborne, like the talking part went on a lot longer than I was expecting. And I know that a lot of that was waffle. And so like the people that are watching this on YouTube in the future, obviously not a very concise watch experience. I am going to watch the Maxwell video now. I want to upload that as a separate video on YouTube. So it will be on YouTube. I'm just not going to be streaming that live. For those of you lovely people that have been watching this in the future and you're not watching this live, you're watching it on a VOD, I'm thrilled that you're here. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you made it all the way to the end of this stream and you sat through all the talking and the meandering, I'm so deeply appreciative that you're here. Thank you so much. Obviously, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, leave a comment. I will definitely be playing Dragon Age when it comes out. I think I'll be playing Sekiro like very, very soon, probably starting that on Monday, it looks like. So if that's your cup of tea, I would love to have you in, and thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you, you lovely people. Sorry, I was trying to I need to figure out how to do the YouTube stream thing. This is why I didn't want to watch any of the videos